The historic building that once housed the Granary restaurant and a short-lived night spot called Club Element may be getting a makeover into an apartment building. Private developer Andy Dumke scooped up the site from the U.S. Small Business Administration for a fraction of its assessed value earlier this year. Now he is laying the groundwork that will allow him to ask taxpayers for financial assistance to transform the distinctive three-story stone structure. To qualify for that assistance, which would come in the form of income tax credits, Dumke is asking the city to designate the site, 50 West 6th Street, as a historic landmark. His application has been working through the system and was expected to win approval from the Oshkosh Common Council October 27th. State and federal authorities would also have to agree about the historic nature of the building before its owner would be eligible for taxpayer assistance. City Manager Mark Roloff commented about the landmark designation request.
This is probably as good an indicator as you can get that they want to do something with this property. But giving the landmark designation helps it become eligible for some possible historic tax credits when they renovate it. Now, it adds some requirements, but it also, you can get up to a 25% tax credit by restoring an old building. So the Granary restaurant had some wonderful features inside of it and outside as well. And we want to maintain that historic flavor to it so that when people come and use whatever it gets used for ultimately, that you can enjoy it and really appreciate the historical significance of that building for future generations.
There doesn't seem to be much doubt about the structure's historic significance. It was erected in 1883 to replace a mill that had burned down, and is the largest and only stone commercial industrial building of its nature still located in Oshkosh, according to a Plan Commission staff report. The mill was acquired by Henry P. Schmidt and operated as the H. P. Schmidt Milling Company from 1886 until 1982. New owners of the site converted the building into a restaurant known as the Granary, a fixture on the local dining scene from 1984 to 2004. After the eatery went out of business, the mill was briefly revived in 2007 as the Element nightclub. The Plan Commission praised the way the restaurant owners retained the limestone block walls, massive square beams, and wide plank floors, and called their renovation an excellent example of reuse of a historical structure. Elements of the chutes, bins, and milling equipment were left in place as well, acting as ghosts of the past that linger on to remind us of the building's history, the staff said. During its heyday, the mill produced flours that were marketed under names like Honeydew and Cream of the Harvest, but for the last 60 years of operation has specialized in producing animal feed for poultry, cattle, and hogs. The walls of the building are 2 feet thick, made of limestone quarried from Faber Quarry, which is now Quarry Park on Knapp Street. Atop the main roof, there's a 4th-floor penthouse marked by a red and white checkerboard pattern made of pressed tin. The property is assessed at $304,000, but the developer acquired it in May for just $50,000, according to city property records. He did not respond to a request for comment.